Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Brother Sam, welcome back. Good to have you again.
Glad to be back, guys.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about what we're gonna talk about tonight. If you remember last time we talked about some politics offline, and I thought maybe we should talk about this, and I wanted to see how did the reversion to Islam influenced your views on politics? Did it make any changes? Is it the same or?
2024 is a really, really big year. We have a lot on the line. A lot of things are going on in the world. And my political views, they didn't really change much. So growing up in a Christian household, we always had conservative values. We always, lean towards the right. With Islam now in my life, we believe in a lot of things the Christians believe in. We have our own interpretations as well. We believe in the free right of religion, how we want to raise our kids, having the right to raise our kids the way we want to raise our kids. The left has really tried to control us on how we should teach our kids, what we should be taught in school. And I just really don't agree with that. Whatever happens inside the household is how it's supposed to be. It's between the father, the mother, between the spouse and husband. So that's really important. I feel like that's really been hitting a lot of schools around the nation. Inflation's at an all-time high. We're allowing a lot of illegal immigration that is just not being checked, not even being documented. And it could really pose a national security threat.
For sure. Yeah, we want immigration, just legal immigration.
Absolutely.
That way we can sift through them and know who's good, who's bad, and we do want some criminals coming in. It's good that they can control it, not open the borders like
Absolutely.
Kamala is saying. So, as Muslims, like you and I, myself, and then also the viewers, sometimes we have a hard time deciding who should we vote for. Especially this time around, we have Donald Trump and then Kamala Harris. Who should Muslims vote for?
Yeah, so it's really sticky. So they don't cater towards us at all. Not at all. The left doesn't. They cater towards inclusion and equality, but they don't really mention us much. The right wing, they don't like us either. They think we're terrorists. So it's kind of tough because we have a lot of right-wing conservative values, especially when it comes to the family unit and stuff like that. So the principles of conservatism is the way of life. But it's really tough because, again, they don't care about us. But I would say for Donald Trump to, win the election again, get our country right back on track, especially with the economy. A bunch of 401k companies, Fortune 500 are just, laying off employees left and right, cutting hours, really hurting the American family in the check.
For sure. I follow the news a lot and I hear about this. So I agree with you. I happen to be one of the supporters of Trump as well. I am going to vote for Trump. Hopefully we have Muslims that watch us now and they think about it, because if they decide not to vote at all, they are essentially allowing the other party to win, because less votes for Trump, then more votes for them, like natural reaction. So hopefully they will think about it and decide to vote for Trump. I'm going for Trump. In fact, maybe I will make like a banner on this video, show Trump. But anyways, but one of the things, if you remember a few years back, Trump had some issues with Muslims.
Yeah, the Muslim ban.
Yeah. So how do we like justify this? We say, hey, vote for Trump, but A couple of years ago, he banned Muslims from coming in. So
Exactly. That's where we go back to the first point. They don't really cater towards any of us.
okay,
So it's really tough. But I will say during Donald Trump's administration, we had no wars going on. We
that's
did not
right.
have the Israel-Palestine conflict in Gaza. The kids are dying. It's a horrific genocide that we're literally watching. Just like how we watched the Holocaust back in the 40s, we're now watching a modern day genocide. So
Absolutely
it's
agreed.
a shame. Ukraine and Russia was not as heightened, not as tense, not as much onslaught as it's been in the past 4 years. Gas prices have went up crazy. The shortage of certain medical supplies and things that we need, all-time high. Workers are wanting to go on strike. I think we need to get the crazy man back in office.
We need him. All right. Anything else you would like to add? Any comments around the elections and what Muslims should look into to decide, help decide which way or another?
Yeah, so I've talked to a lot of Muslims, and they point to Miss Stein, and she's a wonderful candidate, with the Green Party, but
Oh yeah,
she's not going anywhere, sadly. APAC runs our country, and
she's like a car without engine.
yeah, like a car with no engine. I would wish that she would run, for miles on end, but she's not going to win the majority of the vote. It's between Kamala Harris and Donald J. Trump. And I really want your voice to be heard and your vote to be counted. And I'm really hoping for you to vote Trump.
I hope so too. Thank you so much, brother. I enjoyed this conversation. I had fun, and I hope our viewers also did the same thing. Thank you so much for showing up again and for this podcast. We should do more of it in the future. So maybe after the election is over,
We'll have
m-
a recap, a
yeah,
review on what we think about the
abs
election
abs
results. Absolutely.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. I'm open for that. So let's plan something like this to come back to here and talk about how things went
Absolutely.
and point out anything that is beneficial. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
As always, it's a pleasure. Thank you,
Absolutely.
guys.
All right, my brothers and sisters in Islam, thanks for watching. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.